Too many rides here. We're going for a dirt ride tomorrow. We're taking Nicky. I'm gonna find some dirt. By golly, we're gonna find some dirt. I'm gonna have to wash him afterwards. Nicky was all loaded up and ready to go. And I'm changing horses in the middle of a stream here. Ride the 1991 XR instead. I'm just gonna ride on up, ride around, mess around a little bit, and then come home. Okay, here we go. So I'm out and free now. I'm on a road with almost no stoplights. And this is what I want. I want to ride free. Without a care in the world. So we'll go down here, then up the other side on the old Forest Hill Road, head up into Mammoth Bar on the Stagecoach Trail, and stop for our first break. Georgetown, 20 miles. We could almost go there. Oh boy, the river's packed today. Look at all these cars. I could have done this ride on the NX 650, but I am hoping to hit some dirt. So let's go here to Mammoth Bar first off, and that way we can take a break. All these people. And to think you gotta pay $10 to park way out here. Too many darn people out today. You know, tomorrow, Monday, would have been a lot better day for a ride. Population-wise. Steve Legault's little spot right there. It's the Stonewall Trail. Well, it certainly has warmed up. And I'm heading for the stone wall, which is right around this bend. Looks like this is going to be it here. Okay. That was the trip from Douglas Boulevard to Mammoth Bar. For all you people out there. I'm going to get into Georgetown, and my first plan of attack is to check out that side route. I've only been on it once during a Gold Country dual sport ride. I need to get a second look at that. for future rides. So right along with this time of the year, the sun comes out, the air warms up, and you get bugs. You gotta watch out for bugs. You have to have bug prevention, and you have to pay for bug prevention. So that means you have to pay to ride. How about some bug stories? Well, one time I was riding along and I saw a bug coming up. I had no eye protection on, but I saw a bug coming and I closed my eye in time. But it still hit my eye, right on my eyeball, through my closed eyelid. And I tell you, I was feeling that for days. Kind of ruptured my eyeball, if you know what I mean. And another bug story. Do you got any more? Yeah, I got more. I was riding along. This is back when I was still using my dad's hand-me-down leather coat. That coat was beefed up really good because he had already gone down with that coat on and slid down the highway for a long distance and had the coat repaired, and it had deer skin and sheep fur inside, and good old coat. Old technology though. And so I had that coat on, and I got hit somewhere near the neck. I can't remember exactly what it hit. I can't remember if it deflected off my helmet or just hit me in the neck. But, you know, I came to a stop to assess everything and ended up going all the way home. And when I went to take my coat off at that point, out pops a bumblebee right on the floor. Still alive and everything. So I kind of dodged a bullet on that one. I don't know, I've never been stung by a bumblebee before. I never really used to have a problem with getting stung except for the spot where I got stung, but in my later years, if I get stung by anything, I swell up like crazy. Do you have any more stinging motorcycle stories? Well, let me think. Kind of having a hard time coming up with another one. I'm sure there's another one. I've been hit by bugs so many times. Bug story would be cruising through certain areas right when ladybugs are coming out. And you just get pelted by them. I gotta tell you, I'd rather be riding Nicky. You know, after my last motor reassembly, I thought this bike is running really, really good. This is a great bike, and there's nothing I need to do to it. And it still is kind of pretty much that way, but there are some things I need to do to it. And I'd rather be riding Nicky right here. Actually, should probably be on the NX. But it's okay. The 91 will suffice. At least it's getting out. It's probably been 3 or 4 months since I've done, well, no, not that long. This is almost April, so 4 months would be last December. And indeed, in December, I had been out on a nice trip with this, but my last nice trip on this bike, which does not have a name, by the way, I'd guess it was a month and a half ago. And I can't think of where I went, but I came up to the mountains. I came up. I can't remember where I went. You never know. Things could change. It could end up that it could end up that I go somehow and come out, somehow get over to Rock Creek Road, or come out on Slab Creek Reservoir Road, Slab Creek Road, or even just there's always a possibility I could be doing 193 down to Chili Bar. See, now we're just at a very nice cruising speed, and we're in high gear, and we're going 47. And besides the 650, all my 600s, this is the highest geared one. Although Nicky may currently be exact same gearing. And with that said, now that I have Nicky, I want to take the 91 and gear it even higher. So that right now I'm going 50 at this RPM. What's our RPM here? 38, 39. Well, bring that up to 5,000 or so. Now we're going almost 60. So you can still put along at 50 miles an hour real comfortably, RPM wise. But I want to gear that higher even, because now that I've got Nicky, I don't need to take this on the roughest stuff anymore. I don't even need to be close to taking it on the roughest stuff. It's for dirt roads now. And we're going through the country. There's no stop signs or stop lights here. The bike feels good. There's Sliger Mine Road. I can tell you a story about going down there. Back in the real early days when I first started out exploring, and I had my very first motorcycle, a 1973 CL 125 with a large sprocket on the back, gear it down, and a knobby. And I went down Sliger Mine Road, because I had never been down it before. I went all the way to the bottom and enjoyed that and stuff, but here it is. On the way up and out of there, or sometime when I was down there, I picked up a nail, and I rode all the way up here to 193, and I asked to borrow some guy's bicycle pump. Now, I don't remember that I had a patch kit with me in my bag or anything, but I tried to patch that thing 3 different times, and each time it wasn't holding air. The nail had really fucked it up. So I was trying to work my way down 193 towards home. It was getting pretty late. Finally, I knocked on some guy's door and asked if I could leave my bike there overnight, which I did. And I came back up the next day and got it. When I went to fix the tube, it had a lot of holes in it. It was a 16-penny nail, and it really did me a job. Speaking of flat tires, got a story. There was this guy, I can't remember his name, he was a friend of Paul Matson's, and he kind of joined up with our riding group. Back in the old days, it was a whole different group of people. This is way before SDA, way before. We're talking 76, 79, somewhere in there. Not even 79, it was in the early 70s, mid 70s. Anyway, so this guy had one of those 400 Yamaha Enduros, a 2-stroke Enduro. So it was street legal, but dirt worthy, you might say. Certainly had, 2-stroke, big bore 2-stroke power. And we went up and offloaded at Secret House. We went up and offloaded at Secret House. I can't remember if we were doing a weekend thing. I think it was a weekend camping trip. And we went down Mumford Bar Trail, all of us. And somehow that guy, let's call him Frank, somehow Frank picked up a nail or got a flat tire somehow. And so he had to ride his 400 Enduro back up Mumford Bar Trail. So this is a single track trail that goes from the top of the ridge right down through switchbacks all the way to the bottom at the river. You got to climb out of the whole river canyon. And I'm normally leading the way whenever we go anywhere, just because I know where to go and other reasons I won't mention. But it helps to know where to go. But I let Frank go ahead of me. And, roots, rocks, pieces of wood, all this stuff is sending him in a funny way. He was all over that ass end of that bike, trying to get up the hill, get traction, and maneuver over these obstacles all the way up out of this canyon. And he was doing it in front of me. So it was pretty squirrely looking, and I got a kick out of it. I got a laugh out of it. But let me tell you, Frank did not think any of it was funny. As a matter of fact, I get this sometimes where people are all pissed off because I took them somewhere, I'm looking for a place I went to one time years ago. So that can sometimes be a little bit funny. You know, it was just like one. Oh, but here's Church Street. This could be it. Here you go. Church Street. Now we're talking. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're here in the town of Georgetown to see if we can find an old road I took years ago. I was not leading, and I was part of the Gold Country Dual Sport ride. It was an actual April 150, which was a fun ride to do each year. I think the Gold Country Dual Sport riders' biggest April 150 that I was on was approximately at least 40 riders, if not 50. So they call it Church Street. I wonder why. Okay, this has got to be the route. You guys take Church Street next time. This has got to be the road I was looking for. But I don't know if Georgia Slide Road, I don't know what that is. Like I say, we're coming to this from the other direction. Seems like this could be it. I can feel slippery tires because got a little too much pressure in there. We're still rolling. Amazingly. I need to check that battery. Oregon Trail. Gee, how do I know if that's the way to go? I mean, this isn't actually going the direction I want to go, but that can be misleading, as you know, as far as the facts go. All I need is a confirmation when I get down to the creek, and because I remember one of the last stops on this road was gathering up all the riders at the creek, whatever creek that is, and we are going down. I'd have to think there's a creek down here at the bottom, and if I get a confirmation that I recognize it, then I'll know I'm going the right way. But who knows, could be the Oregon Trail is the way we should have been going. Yeah, wave to me. There it is. Bottle Hill Road, it's called. I've heard that name before. This is the place right here. Here we are on the little pit stop on Bottle Hill Road. So this is pretty nice. We'll be going up here, I don't know how long, probably a good 4 or 5 miles. And we'll be going past a staging area, which is kind of a neat thing. I forget the name of it, but I've never staged there. I've only gone by it, but it is an alternative place to go. Oh, I was gonna let air out of my tires, but let's see how we do on this uphill. Well, that's one reason I wanted to, bring this bike on this particular kind of ride, because I'm geared up to, I don't know which is what. I'm almost positive that you don't go that way. That is a nice road to explore, though, someday. It's got to be this one here. They got a number on it. 1397N. What was I saying? I was saying that I can carry stuff in the tank bags, and I have a gauge and a pump, so I can air down, air back up. But like I say, we're trying to figure out if I really need to. Most of the run is going to be paved, but certainly this stretch is dirt. The last thing I need is these alternative roads. I'd have to say that one can't be it. That can't be it. We need to stay true to this ridge top here, because I do remember coming on a long journey, and I remember being not on a cliffside, but certainly on a road where you had a view out over, so it was cut into the side of the mountain. And this still has the likeliness, in all appearance, that we're on the right route. I've only been through here once, and it was going the other direction. So you'd have to have a pretty good memory about your back roads to keep up with it all. But surely I don't even know what's around the next corner. Those tires have just got too much air in them. Oh yeah. Now I'm not going there, but I just wanted you to see this. That'd have to be Middle Fork of the American down there in that deep canyon, and the Forest Hill Divide on the other side. It would have to be. Oh, there's a dead goat there. This is where people dump their stuff. Yeah, we got a lot of bugs out. All right, continuing on. We're hoping this will take us past that staging area and out to the Georgetown Divide, Wentworth Springs Road. All these pockmarked puddle things. There's another little side thing for fun. People have been scratching on up it, and I wonder if it goes anywhere. Now, see, it's just a scratch out. Little road down there with a gate. Gate's open. Forest Service gate. But I'm already close to the apex of my journey, and I don't want to add on a bunch of extra. So I think we're getting closer to the side of the mountain part of the road that sticks in my memory, because it is along this side of the mountain as far as east, west, north, south. We're not there yet, but we're on the right side of the mountain. There's another road that could have been explored or something. Yeah, Bottle Hill Road. That's going to come out on the Georgetown Divide. I'm carrying quite a few maps with me if I had to stop and look at a map. Now this is a real choice here. Which one is this? I don't think this is the right one. Oh, well, it's not the right one. You can see it's private property. Posted, keep out, video monitoring, no trespassing, and private prosperity. They should put up a sign that says gate ahead, locked gate ahead, so that nobody even makes this wrong turn. I was trying to tell which one was the right road. Under really close inspection, this appears more likely the proper road had you not seen the gate, but it was hard to tell while moving and stuff. It's an awfully windy road. Well, I'd have to say, this is the side of the mountain kind of stuff I was remembering. The only thing that would be different that maybe I haven't come across yet is where you get into a different kind of dirt than this. Probably composed more of slate. I probably remember Now here's another one. Which way do you go? I doubt it's the power line route. Let's look at this. Power line goes right on up the hill. So some people are going to have fun with that. If you want to do the power line thing, there you go. Probably less turns than this road. There's a road there, but that couldn't be it. Yeah, see, I haven't really been jockeying the whole motorcycle. I've just been going for a ride, so I'm not on top of my game as far as every bump and turn goes. Every shift and brake. All of this is private property, right and left. Now this is the part of the hillside I recalled. I didn't recall it being so darn rocky, but this is it. See, there goes down to first gear and back up again. What do we got here? Somebody's locked gate driveway. It's private property right and left. See, yeah, the color of this road is what I remembered. And it would be on the sunny side of things, which this is. All this darn mud holes, you know, they're right where you would normally go, so then you gotta dodge them. Yeah, this motor doesn't sound all so bad. It's just kind of ticky. You know, need to rebuild all that tickiness out of it. Make it perfect. So yeah, we're just taking it easy. We're in prime riding area, you know, as far as this time of year. Okay, so we're out of that. And it's on to this, whatever it is. Out of that puddle-strewn area. A lot of bugs out. Can't tell you how many bugs have hit me in the face already. So we're getting close to the type of terrain you would see at that staging area. Actually pretty clean and nice with all the bare brush. It's kind of like John Platt elevation. And, you know, I just remember the staging area being in a clean forested area like this. That splashed me right up in the wrist. I didn't take that turn like I would have wanted to had I had my druthers. I successfully traversed it, but I didn't take it like I was planning to. Yeah, look how nice that is there. Just big field of bare brush, and you can smell it. There's one thing I can't do for you is give you the smell up here. It is strong in the way of bare brush, which also, yeah, I got my shin wet in that puddle. So we don't know where we're going again. We're at a junction of sorts. There's a marker for 13 and 58 Bottle Hill Road. I gotta assume it's coming from here. Although that, I don't think that's it. I'd have to think this is it here. Although it could have been that other road. Yeah, see, this goes up to somebody's house right there. I can almost guarantee you this will take you out to the main road. But this probably is not the plan I had. But that's okay. I'm kind of tired of not having my bearings completely straight. And well, that other road though couldn't have really done much good of anything for anybody, because it would have to take you down in that canyon. So maybe we're still right on track. And I would have to think that we have not traveled east enough yet. Well, I'm getting tired of this. As far as my rump goes. So, we're going to do some standing. picnic area or staging area, which is pretty nice looking. It's an actual campground. It's pretty. Go there for a picnic, play frisbee, whatever. I don't know why I didn't get a chance to check the main entrance of it, but here it is. Overflow parking by permit only. Now this is called Drew Barner Park. Drew Barner. Doesn't look like anybody's using it. Completely unused. It's a fee area. Camping $8, day use $3. That's a pretty good price. If you were having please clean corrals, scatter manure away from campsites. Here's your regular forest news. Well, this is a good place to stop and have a cigarette. $14-day limit. Could stay here 14 days. It's just corral after corral. This is really made for horses. There's no shortage of room here either, I'll tell you. They have site after site. Drew Barner Park. Pretty nice. Let's just stop here. Well, this is amazing. Every one of these has a corral for dirt bikes, a bear box. See, here's where we're going, the Mace Mill staging area. Balderson Road. We were still close to it. And this will lead us to Darling Ridge. This is all open. So we just passed up the turnoff for the Mace Mill staging area. Bear Creek, 6 miles. Alright, we're on Darling Ridge Road. This is even narrower than Balderson Ridge Road, and it has heaves in it. You could get going over your head easy enough if you're racing and not careful enough. Most every time I take this road, I'm going the opposite direction, heading up into the mountains. But we have reached the apex of our journey, and we're being taken back down into the valley now. I'd have to imagine it's been 2 years at least since I've been on this road. The sign back there said Bear Trap, 6 miles. Way long time ago, we used to go to Bear Trap Springs and offload and take our motorcycles down to Rock Creek and up the other side to Slate Mountain. But you don't do that in this era. You just don't do that. That was before the trail system was built. Trail bike crossing right there. Roadhog. Like I took 7/8 of the road. I'm gonna have to get back over into Elkins Flat here coming up. Maybe I should make that part of my agenda this year. Another OHV Trail Crossing. Oh, that would be nice. Now, if I had Nicky, I would maybe take the trail bike route just for a little while, see what it's like. But he's got his road gearing on there, which I believe is the same as this, and it's too high. A lot of heaves. You can't, even though it's paved, you can't trust it to be good. But we're getting into it. 40 miles an hour on Darling Ridge Road. Could go faster. I mean, we could race. There's not really any sense in that. So essentially we're going downhill down the end of this ridge, and at the very end it gets steeper than it is now. And there are a couple turns that could you could get ahead of yourself. So you should watch out for that. Don't be trying to keep up with me. No shooting. Ohv Trail Crossing. It looks like somebody just crossed it. Because there was dust in the air. firewood guy. Alright, here's the little downhill stretch to Bear Trap coming up. Yeah, you've got Bear Trap Springs, and I imagine this right down here is Bear Trap Creek, and just up ahead is the Bear Trap picnic area, which is oh so nice. Oh, that's somebody's driveway. That's where I wanted to go. I'm just gonna show you this on the bike. Bear Creek picnic area. Yeah, nice. Bring your hot dogs down here. There's no camping though. No overnight camping. And they're not expecting you to ride your motorcycle right down here either. Here's where you make your hot dogs. Hang out at the picnic table and enjoy the creek. Let the dogs play in the creek. 2 picnic, well, 3 tables. And 2 barbecues. And the creek's not really flowing that much. Bear Creek. It's actually going the wrong way to have anything to do with Bear Trap Springs. Bear Trap Springs must be something different than Bear Creek. Okay, so it's out of here. We're on our way to the next dirt section, but we ain't gonna get there for a while. I always liked this kind of area down here. People have these places that they just live in a trailer there. They've been living in a trailer for a long time. And it's just nice. You're out and away from all those other people. And I've always liked that house there, cabin-like structure. Very, very nice. finish dry digging, or maybe something else. Boy, we used to think we were really getting into the mountains back in the old days when we got here. And it used to be quite a journey to get here. You gotta go down in these canyons, cross one-lane bridges, back up the other side. We're heading down into a canyon now.
Lifting off now, got 9 keys in my face to the goal. Solid gold. 40,000 light years from here, there's a planet of hot gold. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of thieves and gambling going on. Exotic girls that check you out all night long. There's a lot of gold to be found if you strike it rich.
When I used to traverse this a lot.
It was the year 2049, and there's a gold rush on. Yeah.
Another one-lane bridge.
I didn't waste no fuel, cause out in space that's the golden rule. When I got off my ship, I knew this would be heaven. It's the year 2049, and there's a gold rush on. Yeah.
I think we gotta go this way. This part here of 193 reminds me of Highway 74. And this is what we want to take here, Black Oak Mine Road. Get some Sierra energy out of this place.
Well, I took out my laser gun and I blasted a hole in that mountain. Out come hot gold just like a water fountain. Just like I knew. 40,000 light years from here, there's a planet of hot gold. Yeah. Well, I lived a lavish style for quite a while. It was my fate until this very date. But I give it all up now, just to see your face. It was the year 2049, and there's a gold rush on.
All you need to do is stall out in the middle of the creek and flood your bike down in that hole. And then there's no cell phone reception or anything. So after getting some gas, I was going to show you Mount Murphy Road, but we ran out of battery while we were riding. So we went down through Coloma, Lotus, Rescue, Cameron Ranch, Folsom, back down into the valley. This was a great ride. I really needed to get out and get on some dirt